Congratulations, man. All-American. Well done. Tell us about the match.
Felt good. Felt better than I did yesterday. As soon as we started scrambling, I could just feel like his tank lowering. So I was like, if I get to where I want to be, then I'm going to beat this guy.
You felt like you were getting him tired early?
As soon as I beat him on the first scramble and he kind of bellied out, it was like, if I just raise my pace a little bit, then I'm going to win.
He got in right away, initiated that scramble. Did you feel like after that first one, you knew you could like counter some of his leg attacks?
Yeah, everyone gets in on my legs. I don't have the best leg defense, but I know I can wrestle in there, so it's not a big deal. When he takes me down once, he's got to do it again to beat me. So.
141, a lot of the talk's been about Nick Lee, Ironman, Rivera. Now you're standing there. Do you like that you were able to kind of stay a little under the radar?
Yeah, I think I'm always under the radar just because we don't wrestle like those Big Ten teams, you know? We don't get Rivera, Lee, Ironman unless it's like one open tournament during the year. But it sucks for Ironman because I know what it was like last year with his knee. Well, like his knee now, I had that same issue last year, but it sucks that he couldn't be healthy for this because I'm sure he would have had a big run to the finals.
It's an all-ACC semifinal, right?
Yeah.
Your progression over the last year and a half, what do you attribute that to?
I'd be a liar if I said it was just all myself, because nothing in this sport is really like on your own. I got some of the best coaches, best people that I know in my corner. LP putting his time in me. Man, he's a really good coach. I think he's a better coach than he is a wrestler. So
he's a pretty good wrestler, so that's saying a lot.
He maybe 26-7 or something, something like that back in my first year. I contributed to like all the coaches though, family, friends. I'm just trying to be happy out here and not make it a bigger deal than it is.
How big is it for the program itself? Last year, Jake Wenzel, Nina Bonacorsi, now this year, you. It seems like every year Pitt's got somebody knocking on the door. How big is it for you and Coach Gavin?
It's big. I mean, you said it yourself. It's like those guys paved the way for like a young guy like me to be able to do stuff like this, seeing how it's done in the practice room, seeing how they lead in and out of the wrestling room. Just the type of guys they are is who I try to model myself after, just like the coaches.
When did you first start picturing yourself wrestling in the NCAAs and the semis and the finals? Was it a couple years ago? Were you a little kid?
Let's say about my 8th grade year with my older brother Austin. He was out in New York and I got to go out there and watch him wrestle. It was like, I think that was Snyder Quiz match where it was like the place almost like broke down because it got so loud.
Awesome.
But seeing matches like that when I was like 8th grade, that's what really gave me like a type of vision to like do something like this. And seeing like the crowd back then, it's like the crowd doesn't get to me now because I already saw what it does.
What's it feel like to be in position to put yourself in the finals?
It's a good feeling. I'm not going to overthink it. It's like all I can do is wrestle my match in the 7 minutes that I'm out there. So I just can't let anything else bother me.